Hi friends, Quill here. Welcome back to some Battle Spot doubles here on the channel. If you're enjoying this series just as much as I am, make sure you hit that like button down below, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you haven't already, just so you don't miss any of the action coming forward. Now, this is the last episode using this team. If you've missed the other three, make sure you go back and watch that. I will link the last video up above. But yeah, I've ended up really liking this team. To sum up the goal of this team, because every team has to have a goal, you know, to win. The goal of this team is to set up the Grassy Surge with Rillaboom, get Hawlucha in there with the Grassy Seed to raise its defense, but more importantly, activate its Unburden ability, which doubles its speed when its item is used up. And we've seen Hawlucha just dominate a bunch of teams, do a bunch of damage. Duraludon's been really useful too. Cinderace, of course, always really good. But yeah, I've been really happy with how this team has been playing. Of course. If you've been watching, you know that we've had a nearly flawless streak. The only time that we've lost a battle, in fact, was when I didn't select my team in time, and so I had a random team picked for me. It was not the team that I wanted to use. It was not a team that worked very well. We would have won that battle. I'm thoroughly convinced that we would have won that battle. 9-1 with this team is really good. I'm happy with those numbers. I really wish that one battle had gone a little better, so it would be 9-0 instead of 9-1. But I'll let you guys know when we find a battle. All right, here we are. We found a battle against Dio, who has a really interesting team, actually. I'm expecting that Rhyperior to come in and try to get a weakness policy going. Urshifu is a Pokemon I've not seen quite yet. Maybe that thing will Gigantamax. That's a little bit scary. Overall, so the Talonflame is probably going to come in and go for Tailwind at some point, or at least try to. But with Hawlucha as fast as it is, that's not a concern for me, necessarily. I don't think... Toxtricity does really well here, but I don't want to lead with it. I think I'm going to bring Rillaboom and Hawlucha out front. Bring the OG. I think that Toxtricity does very well here, and I think... I'm kind of between Cinderace and Bisharp for this battle, if I'm being honest. Cinderace for that Life Orb Sucker Punch, which does a whole bunch of damage, and Cinderace because, well, it just does damage regardless. I think in this particular matchup, Bisharp is what I'm going to go with. I might live to regret that. In fact, I'm already regretting it. I probably should have brought Cinderace instead, but we're gonna see what happens. Maybe we don't even need them. Who knows? It'd be great if we didn't. So here comes the battle against Dio. I do like his trainer card. He's got really cool hair too. Let's see what happens. Okay. Primarina and Talonflame. Okay, so we are going to definitely see a Tailwind. It's not going to matter though. We're going to be totally fine. I would like to get the Talon... Well, the Talonflame doesn't really scare me if I'm being totally honest with you. What scares me more is the Primarina. So what I'm going to do... after my Grassy Seed gets used up, raises my defense. The Talonflame does not scare me very much at all. It's got really bad attack. But I am going to go ahead and fake it out, just so that it doesn't get its... Or wait, do I want to fake out the Primarina? Yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and fake out the Primarina, just so that it doesn't get off any cheeky little moves there. I'm going to Dynamax and go for the Max Airstream on the Primarina. Also, going to double into that, because like I said, Talonflame doesn't really scare me that much. Maybe it should, but I'm expecting it just to kind of go for the Tailwind here, and I'm really not concerned about that because I've got better speed control. Hawlucha's going to be faster than it anyway, than anything on his team, really. So if we can get this nice Max Airstream off, that'll raise Rillaboom's speed a little bit too, which means next turn we can just Grassy Glide into the Primarina and just take it out cleanly. Oh, unless... What are they Dynamaxing? Is it the Primarina? I bet it is. Yes, it is the Primarina. Okay. So our fake out is wasted here. That's not good. All I can hope is that they don't try to knock out my Rillaboom, because I really need it next turn to take out that Primarina. But we see the fake out come off here. I mean, it's bad damage. It's not good damage. I'm not going to sit here and say that it was as much as I would like it to have been, but I'm not upset about it either. Okay, so we see speed raises. Okay, Talonflame did not go for the Tailwind here, which I think is really interesting. Also kind of concerning. We see the Flare Blitz. Into the Rillaboom, gonna take it clean out. That's not good. But Talonflame will take a lot of recoil here. Yeah. Max Starfall. So the question is, how much does this do? I don't think it's gonna take us out. Oh, jeez. Ooh, that's really bad. Yikes. Okay. So Hawlucha and Rillaboom both go down there. I misplayed because I expected the Talonflame to go for the Tailwind, and I did not expect the Primarina to Dynamax. So we're in a bit of a pickle here, if I'm being totally honest. So we've got Toxtricity and Toxtricity and Bisharp in here. Oh, that's really bad. Jeez. I think I Sucker Punch and just knock out... Well, I'm going to go for the Overdrive for sure. I think I do just go for the Sucker Punch and try to knock out that Talonflame before it can do any more damage. Its Gale Wings is broken, so it's not going to outspeed us, probably. Yeah, I don't think we're going to win this one. No. I don't think it's in the cards this time. Okay, let's see what happens. Bisharp goes for the Sucker Punch. That should take out the Talonflame. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so at least it wasn't like a total loss, you know. It wasn't great, but okay. Overdrive comes off here. Oh wow, that does more than I expected it to. It doesn't do a lot. Max Strike comes out, gonna lower our speed. Where does it go? It goes on to Toxtricity. Yeah, we have the Focus Sash, so I wasn't worried about dying to that anyway. But I really don't. Okay, this is not necessarily a bad thing, right? Because Bisharp's ability now raises its attack sharply, which means whatever it brings out here, I can Sucker Punch and do a whole bunch of damage. Okay, out comes the Urshifu, which is honestly worst case scenario. It is the Dark type, which is even worse than that. Yeah, this is just a loss. You hate to see it, but I mean that's the way it goes sometimes. I'm gonna ignore the Urshifu for now. That's a bad choice, but it's really kind of the only one I've got. I'm gonna Sucker Punch the Primarina. It's not gonna do too much damage. Yeah, I just got outplayed, basically. Alright, so we see the Sucker Punch go off on the Primarina. Actually, almost knocks it out. I'm happy with that. Yeah, we're not. Urshifu's going to go for the Wicked Blow on... probably... Yeah. On Bisharp. Why would you do that on Bisharp? That's very strange. I did not expect that. Overdrive is going to knock out the Primarina. You know what? Maybe we don't have such a bad chance here. I don't think we're going to win. Let me make that clear. Like, we're not going to win, but our chances are better than they were like 2 minutes ago. I don't know why they went for the Lash Out on the Bisharp. That didn't make any sense to me. Out comes Rhyperior. I think that's just going to be a good game. We're going to go Overdrive, and Sucker Punch on Rhyperior will do a decent amount of damage. Obviously not enough to take it out, but I don't want that Urshifu to knock me out before I can do anything. Alright, so we see Sucker Punch go off here. It's not going to take it out, but does over half. You know what? This is an obvious loss, but I'm not too upset about it, because it was a close loss. It wasn't like it was a total wash. Now that first turn was awful for us. I should have faked out the Talonflame. That would have been a much better setup for us. We see the Urshifu goes down. Okay, you know what? It was really bad, but it wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Rock Slide is going to take us out here. Yeah, there's no chance I'm living that. Nope. Alright, well, that was a good game, Dio. Yeah, we lost. But, see, that was a loss that I can take. I can take that one because I was just outplayed. I was simply outplayed. If I would have gone for Fake Out on the Talonflame, I think I might have been able to pull that one off. But it wasn't in the cards this time. But at any rate, I will see you guys for battle number 2. Alright, here we have battle number 2 against Feta Creepy. An interesting name there. We see, honestly, a pretty scary setup. I'm not quite sure what to do in the situation. Bisharp is a must here. Just because of that Sucker Punch support. I think Rillaboom was the obvious lead. I think that we need to bring Cinderace in the back for sure. So Cinderace and Bisharp are going to be in the back. But then there's the oh, what's that thing called? The horse. That's scaring me also because I can't bring all physical attackers for that reason. Then there's the Lapras, which is probably going to try to get up a screen. I'm just going Rillaboom Hawlucha, and then, let's see, Duraludon doesn't do much here. I'm gonna bring Cinderace for sure. And I am gonna bring Duraludon in the back. That might be the wrong choice. But what's the horse called? It scares me. And that's why I'm bringing a special attacker so I can Steel Beam it and knock it out. But, here we go. Also, it can just hit anything that it wants really, really hard, which is nice. Talonflame and Scizor are the leads here. I'm going to fake out the Talonflame right away. I'm not going to make the same mistake as last time. I just hope that it doesn't outspeed me and go for the Tailwind ahead of time. But, we see the Grassy Seed go off here. My Unburden is activated. We're good to go. The question is, what do we do here, though? I am going to fake out, like I said, the Talonflame. I think the move to make is to not Acrobatics, sorry, Dynamax and Max Airstream the Talonflame also, just to take it clean out. The fake out, regardless, will get rid of the Focus Sash that's likely on that Talonflame. I just hope they don't get a Tailwind up first. We're gonna have to see what happens. Got Big Bird coming back out again. Ooh, okay. This one's gonna be another tough battle for us to win. Let's see. Fake out. Yes. Okay. So we go faster than Talonflame. Get that fake out off, and then Hawlucha goes for the Max Airstream. Should just take the Talonflame right out, right? No, not quite. Not quite. All right. So that's bad. Rillaboom's speed goes up, which is decent. Talonflame flinches. Scizor uses dual Wing Beat on Hawlucha, which is no fun. Let's see. What do we do here? I think, the question is, does the Grassy Glide take out the Talonflame? I think the answer is yes. But we know that, let's see. I'm actually going to go for the knockoff on the Scizor just to get whatever item it has gone. And we're going to Max Knuckle the Scizor also. Talonflame will take itself down in recoil here. So I'm not too concerned about that. I just would like to get the Scizor out of here. And the best way to do that is to raise Rillaboom's attack so that it can then knock off the Scizor. If it doesn't get knocked out by a Brave Bird, which it's going to, don't knock us out, please. Oh my gosh, we just barely lived. That's great, that's great. So Talonflame is down. We'd like to see that. We like that a lot. Now we should knock off the Scizor. The question is, does it knock it out? Yes, it does. We're good. Oh, it got a critical hit. I think that probably mattered. Scizor is very physically bulky. But that's a great setup for us, at least. So yeah, it was a good move not getting the not allowing them to get their Tailwind off. Simply because then the Scizor would outspeed us, possibly. Okay, out comes Mudsdale, which is absolutely terrifying. We don't like to see that. And the Lapras. Oh, man. Man, they are coming full force at us. I'm going to go for the Grassy Glide on Mudsdale. And then I'm going to Max Knuckle the Lapras. I know it... Actually, I'm going to let the Mudsdale be. I'm going to let the Mudsdale do what it wants. I'm going to Grassy Glide the Lapras because I really don't want it getting up screens. If it gets up screens, I think that's GG. We're going to double right into the Lapras. Yeah, it's gonna Gigantamax try to get up its screens, but we're gonna try everything we can do to make sure that doesn't happen. Now, with an attack boost, Grassy Glide should do a lot here. I am really nervous about what this Lapras wants to do. Let's see. Grassy Glide, how much does it actually do? Wow, that does so much damage. Okay, I'm actually... Okay, Weakness Policy is what we see come off of that Lapras. It's not going to be able to get to use it, though, because of this Max Knuckle coming out. Lapras is going to go down here, which is great. We made the right decision doubling into it because Duraludon just now comes out and takes out the big horse that I can't ever remember the name of. We hit that with a Steel Beam, and it'll probably just go down because it has really lackluster special defense. A Rock Slide goes off here. Doesn't knock out either of my Pokemon, actually, so we are good for the time being. I do wonder if they'll DC. We do lose our Dynamax here, which, you know, we expected. I think what we do is we just go for the Grassy Glide, and we go for an Acrobatics and hope that it's enough. I don't see what else we would do here. Battle was canceled, so we did win. We did end up winning. Didn't think we were going to win that one, especially when I saw the leads that came up, but we played around his team well enough. I'm actually really happy with how that battle went. But I'll see you guys in battle number 3, the third and final battle with this team. I'm gonna miss it. Alright, and here we have a battle against Dome, who has a very obvious Trick Room team. He is actually ranked 7, so he's above us in the ranking system, which does kind of scare me because I don't know if we're quite ready for that. But what do we have here? So we've got the Dusclops, which does scare me a little bit. I think Rillaboom comes in here to try to go for a knockoff. I'm not going to bring Hawlucha out first. But I do want to knock out that... I think Duraludon... No, I want Toxtricity out first, because I will be able to get rid of... I'll be able to taunt the Dusclops, which is really great in this situation. I'm going to bring Duraludon in the back, just in case we need it for the Togekiss, and then Hawlucha can come. Also, try to do some shenanigans there with the Max Airstream. We need to watch out for that Malamar, because if we let it set up, there's no way we can beat it. I do like his trainer card there with the Cramorant. Trainer cards are so much fun. I know I said that in a past episode, but I just really enjoy them. I think they're a good time. They're a good time. All right, so we see an interesting lead here of the Amoonguss and the Malamar. Okay, what do we do here? We've got the Grassy Terrain up, which is great. I'm gonna fake out the... they're probably gonna go for Rage Powder. But I'm gonna fake out the Malamar, and I'm going to taunt the Mushroom, just because I don't want to deal with it. Fake out does go off, so we do miss the Rage Powder. Oh wait, no. Rage Powder still goes off. Okay, well, this is actually kind of a perfect turn for us, because we get a taunt off on the Amoonguss, but we also don't have to take a hit from the Malamar. So that's a good turn for us. What do I do now? I think what I do is okay, do I want to knock something off here, or do I want to go for the high horsepower? I think I want to knock off Malamar just to get whatever item it has off of it, and then I want to Volt Switch on the Malamar also. I'm going to double in there. Maybe not the best option, but it's what I'm going for. We are going to Volt Switch. Oh wow, that does a lot of damage actually. Okay. I'm going to switch directly into my Hawlucha, get some defense up on it. I know that we're against Amoonguss, which is a special attacker, but we do get our defense here, which is super great. Rillaboom goes for knockoff. It's not going to take out the Malamar, but we do knock off the Black Belt, which is decent. We see Clear Smog go off on Rillaboom, not going to do anything because of that... whatever the word is. And we see the Trick Room. You love to see it. Okay. So the good news is that they can't really do anything to us, because I can just Grassy Glide the Malamar and knock it out. I really wanted to not have to deal with Trick Room shenanigans in this episode, but here we are anyway. I'm just going to go for the Acrobatics. I'm not even going to Dynamax. I want to save the Dynamax in case I need it later. But that should take out the Amoonguss, we hope. Grassy Glide will be taking out the Malamar. Yeah, I don't think it had any chance of living that. Clear Smog goes off again on the Rillaboom. Not going to do too much damage. I'm not concerned about it. Acrobatics goes off. Does it take it out? It might. And it does not. Just barely. It barely lives. Oh, on the Focus Sash. Okay. So it hungs down using its Focus Sash, which is not great, but it's nothing we can't handle. We're just kind of waiting out turns of the Trick Room here. All right, out comes yeah, that thing, Dragalge, which I don't like to see. I'm gonna go for the high horsepower. I don't know if protecting is the right move here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and protect on Hawlucha. I don't need the grassy terrain anymore. I'm just going to see if I can stall out as much as I can this Trick Room, because it's really annoying me. We see the big Dragalge here, which is honestly not something I want to deal with, especially under Trick Room. I should have taunted the Malamar. I should have seen that coming, but in fact I didn't. So we go for the Protect here. How many? I don't know how many rooms of Trick Room we have left. Clear Smog is going to go off on Hawlucha, actually. Max Ooze we see on the Rillaboom is just probably... Oh, it doesn't take it out. That's great. That's honestly really good, because then we get a bunch of damage here on the Dragalge. And then we are able to, next turn, I think we're going to try Poison Point. So they don't even have adaptability. So we aren't going to live this turn, in fact. Oh man, weakness policy. Okay. This is really bad. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's a worse position we could be in. Rillaboom is going to not survive that poison. That's unfortunate. We could have gotten a little bit of a grassy glide off there. The Mushroom does finish off its taunt, though. I'm going to bring Toxtricity out here because it's got the Focus Sash, so we can continue to stall out some turns of Trick Room. Which, actually, I'm going to check and see how many rooms of Trick Room do we have left. I think we go for an Overdrive if we survive the turn, and then I'm going to go ahead and... I don't want to Dynamax yet. I want to Acrobatics. Acrobatics the Dragalge. Maybe I should have done the... Okay, so we're seeing Spore go off on... Oh, geez, Toxtricity, which is awful. Max Wormwind. That's the Dragon-type move. It's going to lower our attack, and it's on Toxtricity, who lives it on Focus Sash. That's not bad. That's not bad. Alright, what happens? What happens now? That's the question. Toxtricity is asleep. We know we have to burn a turn of sleep. We go for Acrobatics here. Does basically nothing. And we get poisoned on Hawlucha also. This is awful. Oh my gosh. The hacks. All of the hacks. Okay, can the Trick Room be over now, please? Alright, so we get a little bit of healing off. Hawlucha is poisoned, which is just stupid. Grassy terrain goes away, and can the Twisted Dimensions return to normal? No, in fact, they are still... This is awful. Okay. We're gonna try to go for Overdrive. It's not gonna work. We're gonna be put to sleep. So I'm actually gonna Protect with Hawlucha. Just so that I don't get put to sleep. Because I'm imagining spores coming from the Amoonguss. This is why you put Protect on most Pokemon in VGC. Giga Drain is actually what we see go off. That's no good. So the question here is, what does the Dragalge go for? It's +3, which is terrifying. We see go for Max Geyser, which is not too terrifying. I'm not afraid of that necessarily. Yeah, no, that doesn't do much. Good. I believe that the Trick Room should end this turn, because it didn't last turn, so I'm almost certain it'll end this turn. We stalled that out pretty well. Twisted Dimensions return to normal. That's good news. Duraludon comes out here, and I'm actually gonna Dynamax my Duraludon instead of Hawlucha, which I know I usually Dynamax Hawlucha, but in this case, it does not make the most sense. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and Max Wormwind the Dragalge, and I'm going to Acrobatics the Mushroom. And I don't think they have much to stop us here, simply because we stalled out that Trick Room. Hawlucha will outspeed, so we don't have to worry about Rage Powder doing anything too bad. Actually, the poison might have been a good thing, because it keeps us from being put to sleep if for whatever reason the Amoonguss lives through the turn. We will get a Max Wormwind off here for sure, because we're gonna outspeed this Dragalge. Let's see. Okay, so no shenanigans. We just get the Acrobatics off on the Mushroom there. I keep forgetting its name. I keep calling it the Mushroom. It's gonna be fine. Max Wormwind off, which should just take it out. Oh my gosh. We brought it back. We brought it back. Man. Touch, somebody did a good job in this battle, honestly. I should have stayed in and taunted the Malamar. That would have been my best move. I didn't see that thing. People don't often bring Malamar. Oh, we got one of my favorite Pokemon ever, the big Alolan Marowak. I'm gonna Acrobatics the Marowak just to see what happens. It's not gonna do much damage because Marowak's got really good defense, and Hawlucha's attack is dropped. But some decent damage. If it has a Focus Sash for whatever reason, it no longer does. But this is definitely gonna take it out. Yep. Oh wow, man, we brought back that last battle, huh, guys? Man, I'm super excited about that. That's what I'm talking about. I love those sorts of games. I'm pretty sure we're going to be Great Ball rank next episode, but this is the last battle with this team. But yeah, that will do it for this team, at least for now. I might bring it back later on. Obviously, I'm going to be going to dental school, so I might not be able to put out teams as quickly as I am in the summertime. But for now, this is it for this team. Overall, it functions very well. It has a very specific objective. And there's not much that can stop that objective. There's no setup involved necessarily. Once Hawlucha's Grassy Seed is used, you just kind of wreck house. We did see a counter there, but I definitely think that if I had correctly read the Talonflame not going for Tailwind, I think we could have won that second battle if we would have gone for Fake Out on the Talonflame. Other than that, though, this team functions very well, and I think someone who's a better Pokemon battler than I am, which I'm still learning, so it's not that difficult, but I feel like someone could really take this team and do a lot with it, and make it function really even better than I do. Make sure to comment down below, let me know who your favorite team member on this specific team was, and don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already. Code is over there if you would like to use it, but that'll do it for this team and for this video. So thanks so much for watching, my friends, and as always, see you next time.